Joseph, why are you blowing up my phone? Unless Savannah has decided to terminate the pregnancy, then I don't really see what we have to discuss. No, she hasn't. She has been going to therapy though, and her therapist believes it would be good for her to tell you how she is feeling about all of this face to face. She is wanting to invite you to her next session tomorrow. Savannah does not need to be in therapy. She needs to learn respect and actual discipline, and she needs to either terminate that baby or look into adoption. I do need to be in therapy. I was just diagnosed with OD the other day, and it makes sense. I want to work on myself before the baby is here. So no one was going to tell me that Savannah was also on this call? You two were just going to ambush me. I see how this will go. I will not be attending any therapy session. This would really help me. You haven't done anything for me since I found out about the baby. I stopped asking you to let me move back in. The least you could do is come to this session and maybe we could work on our relationship. Joseph, as a parent, you should have known better than to have her come to me about this instead of first having a private discussion. You put me in a position where I have to be the bad guy to protect my mental peace. You should have discussed this with me. Renee, this is about Savannah. She is the one who wanted to ask you. I figured you would say no, but I will not keep her from trying to repair your relationship or express her feelings to you. No, of course not. You just want me to show up and be the whipping boy for a spoiled little girl. I will not put myself through that. My baby needs me to be calm and peaceful, not stressed and in distress due to her behavior. And I need you to actually be my mom as well and care about me. Why is a fetus more important than me? Honestly, this conversation is ridiculous. Joseph, I expect better from you. Why are you ignoring me? You could at least answer me. Savannah, sweetheart, I have no words to describe how ashamed I am of how you turned out. I could have prevented this if your father didn't take you as a little girl, but I was too late and the damage is too far gone. You deserved better. I want to do better for your sibling though. This conversation is over. People always say to respect your parents and that they love you more than anyone, but that's a fucking lie. Everyone thinks my mom is some wonderful woman just because she does some community work, but you guys don't know the real Renee. Let me tell you who is really is. Renee is the woman who kept me from my dad when they first split up. She made me call her new boyfriend who she probably cheated on my dad with daddy. She wouldn't let me call my dad or even ask about him without her getting mad. Renee is the woman I told when I was a little girl that her boyfriend was a fucking creep and was touching me and doing whatever he wanted when she wasn't home. She's also the woman that told me I was a liar and I was trying to ruin her relationship. She's the woman who left me alone with that creep until my dad was able to take her to court and get visitation. My dad was the one who saved me from that creep. And when we went to court, Renee is the one who told the judge he didn't deserve to go to jail. Renee is the amazing mom who completely disappeared when my dad got full custody of me. Not one birthday or Christmas present, and maybe one call a week. And I was so confused. I thought it was my fault that my mom didn't love me. Renee is the mom that didn't complete her parenting courses or mandatory steps to get visitation with me for almost 7 years. And when she saw me for the first time, she didn't even hug me. It was like no time passed. Renee is the mom that withheld her love unless I talked bad about my family. She only was happy with me if I was angry with my dad and stepfamily. So I did that. I was the kid that just wanted my mom to love me. And now, when I needed her the most, Renee is the mom who once again walked out when things were hard. Who can't even face a therapy appointment with me so I can tell her how I feel. I guess this public Facebook post is the next best thing, isn't it, Mom? Renee is a piece of shit mom. She should never be allowed to have children. I feel terrible for my sibling that is growing inside of her, and I hope they are saved before she ruins them too. And Renee is also a soon-to-be grandmother, not that she wants anyone to know that. But Renee will never get to meet her grandchild. She won't get to ruin the first. This breaks my heart to read. You are so strong to be open about what you've been through. I pray your mom opens her eyes to the damage she's done. Thank goodness you have an amazing father. She never will. She only cares about herself. Why would you even post this on Facebook? Send her a text or something, but family drama should not be on social media. This is uncomfortable. I'm so sorry that my grape apologist deadbeat mommy drama makes you uncomfortable. Imagine how it makes me feel. I get that, but I would never post on Facebook about being graped. That's so weird. I'm sorry that happened to you, but damn. I am not ashamed of my past. I was a child. My mother should have protected me. She should feel shame for what she did. Savannah, you need to take this post down now and call me. This is defamation and could end you in serious legal issues. I do not appreciate the lies you tell. I tried to talk to you, remember? Instead of listening, you ignored me. You can't ignore me now. Also, it's not defamation if it's true, Mommy. You are a child. You have no idea what you are talking about. I always did my best for you, and one day when you're older you will understand this. But spreading lies on social media is unacceptable. I will be reporting your post, and it will be removed. Go ahead. If it gets taken down, I'll just post another. I will always post it. You don't deserve to have this kept a secret. Remember how you wanted me to get an aborti0N and were going to trick me into getting one. You're a monster. Clearly, you are too immature to have a child. I'm honestly surprised you're able to have another baby. You're like the damn crypt keeper. I figured your womb would have shriveled up by now. It would be impressive if you weren't such a sheep mom. I will be calling your father and the police. This is not acceptable. Renee, what are you doing here? You are not welcome at this house. If you need to talk, you can call and have a discussion. Tell Savannah to take that Facebook post down now. You have no idea how many people have called or messaged me to insult me. She is trying to run my name into the ground. Mom, why are you here? If all it would take to get you to talk to me was just to tell the truth online, I would have done this weeks ago. Do not speak to me right now, Savannah, because I have nothing nice to say to you. Go inside. Savannah, please go inside. No way. If she wants to talk shit about me, she can do it to my face. How about you show me some respect, little girl? I am your mother, and I am owed that respect. I have bent over backwards to give you everything in this world, and you continue to spit in my face and now slander me to the entire world. I am disgusted with you. You are not the child I raised. You have completely disgraced yourself and have ruined your own life with your choices, and I will not allow you to drag me down with you. I will always love you, but right now I want nothing to do with you. Not until you get major help. Renee, leave now. I am not doing this with you. Not until I watch that little brat take down the post. She needs to be removed from Facebook. Clearly, she is not mature enough to handle social media. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You really think you have the right to show up here and insult her after all the bullshit you put her through? You want to talk about disgraceful? You defended the Cur 33P that raped your little girl? Have you ever apologized? Or even acknowledged that what you did was wrong? No. You just emotionally manipulated her to think she needs to do anything to deserve your love. You have no right to cast judgment on anything she has done when you are the one who has caused most of her trauma. And I hope everyone from your little church group finds it you're a grape apologist and kicks you out. You are the shittiest excuse for a mother. I will be back with the police, Joseph. Tell Brooke that I don't need her help. She doesn't get to come save the day for me. Why can't she help you? She cares about you, just like we all do. I don't care. I don't want her help. She doesn't get to talk to my mom like that. I still wish you would make her and April move out. I'm so confused. Where is this coming from? You were just fine with all of them this morning. Well, think about it. We can't fit 5 people in this house. The baby is coming in a few months, and they're going to have to go. The baby can stay in your room. They don't take up much space in the first year anyways. We will have to make it work until we can get a bigger place, or Brooke goes to college. No way! The baby has to have their own room. I saw a super cute nursery on Pinterest I want to make for them. And I don't have space in my room for a crib and all of that. Well, there's no way the baby will have their own room. They don't need a room of their own anyways. But if you're worried about space, why don't you ask Brooke if she would switch rooms with you since her room is a little bigger? Why don't you make her switch rooms with me? I shouldn't have to beg for basic necessities. I am not forcing her to give up her room. She can choose to if she wants to, but she doesn't have to trade. You might want to think about being nicer to her if you want her room. Once again, playing favorites. Shove your daughter and grandchild into a freaking closet and let her stay in a giant room. That should be illegal. Honey, I love you, and I'm not entertaining this argument. That's final. What about your room? You could switch with me so we have space. That isn't happening. You will have to make do with what you have. If you refuse to give me the human right of having space, then I won't stay here. I'll go to a homeless shelter or something. I mean, if that's what you want to do. There's much less space at a shelter than your room, but that's up to you. You'd let your daughter and grandchild live in a shelter before you let me have your room. That's so messed up. Sweetheart, I would hope you'd make better choices than that. I'm going to find a place of my own to rent. And then you'll never get to see me or the baby ever.